I do know that, what would you know? Seriously, mate, what would you know? You know? If your protocols are so good, how come I don't see it on the TV? I listen to Coach Greg, he got swole IFBBBB Pro as a natural. He's a mutant. So he built muscle naturally. Yeah, he does a bit of TRT now. Just a little weeny bit of TRT. But otherwise, he's natty. Durianrider, you don't know nothing about building muscle, mate. I listen to Coach Greg. And look what happened to Scott Murray. He listened to Coach Greg, and he got the gains, mate. He was having a bucket of pre-workout every week. And that's what you go, calories in, calories out. Just put the fork down and train harder than last time. Everyone does that. Everyone knows Olympic athletes train harder than last time. And they eat less and move more, just like Coach Greggy Boy says. You know, if you run a 10K in 35 minutes, tomorrow you do 34, 30. And then the day after that, you do 34. And you keep going down till you're running a 10K in 25 minutes. That's the premise of train harder than last time. Okay, Durianrider? Is that a bit too complicated for you to understand? When you go to the gym and you bench press 50 kilos, tomorrow you do 55 or 56. And then the next day, you do 57. You do 10 sets a day. Tomorrow, you do 11. And by the end of the year, you're doing 365 sets of bench every single day. Because you train harder than last time, and you do it on less food. And maybe a little eating when you bit of TRT. Just to preserve all the D-bol gains of taking 100 milligram of D-bol and a 1500 milligram of tren a week. Like Greg Mutant, Duche, Mr. Natty. And I listened to More Dates, More Plates with the hair, and I took finasteride and the testosteride, and now I've got penile suicide because I crushed my DHT down to the same levels as my 8-year-old next door neighbour, and she is like, we hang out and we play My Little Pony and Cabbage Patch Doll Kids because I've got the DHT levels of 8-year-old girl now, but my hair looks sort of okay better. And one day I'll get the confidence to talk to girls I don't know other than my mum and my sister. But I need like Hollywood hair to do that, because otherwise, if you got diffuse thinning, you can't talk to girls, and it's all about the hair. It's not about your game or your confidence. So the testosteride and finasteride for the penile flaccid suicide limp celery dong. And I spent like a few $1,000 with Jeff Nippard and Aftren X and Matt does Tren, and I got no gains at all. Like, well, one day I'll get them. Like those guys, all natty do. They're all natty, and they train very scientific principles, and that's why they're more natty. No. That's why they're natty, but they look more swole than like a Bulgarian powerlifter from like the 60s and 80s. You know, like because they train with science, guys, like randomized, controlled, blind, double-blind studies. Just show me the science. Like, I want to see the science before I do anything at the gym. And these guys are like natty, they're natty because like they look super impressive and super freaking 3D, but they're natty because they say they're natty, and they're just nice guys. But Durianrider's not a nice guy. Like he makes up all these stories about people who says, oh, they want Trin, and they want the D-bol, and they want the Deca, and they're not. They're not even on creatine, like keto body. Durianrider, what's your problem, mate? Like, you're so negative. You're so negative, mate. Like, just relax, mate. Just chill out. These guys are natty. They're natty, mate. They're all natty. And I want to give a shout out to Vegan Gains. Like, Vegan Gains is so awesome. Like, Vegan Gains saved me from like Durianrider's bad advice. Like, Durianrider says sugar makes you lean because sugar's the most fat. And I'm doing what is shredded, and he's 44 and he's ripped, and he's got the hottest girlfriends ever. But I think that's his sister. I think it's his daughter. Like, but Vegan Gains, anyway, he saved me. Vegan Gains, like, he looks in top tier condition these days, and he looks super happy. And I want to be happy like Vegan Gains. I don't want to be like Durianrider, like, eating bananas and sugar and like riding around in the sunshine and like doing bikini beach babe videos with the dolphins in the beach. Like, that's all like rainbows and like unicorn stuff. I don't want that. I want that. And I got the jab. Vegan Gains is very responsible. I got the jab. I got my fourth booster. And I've had no problems since that. I feel healthy. I feel real healthy. So I just want to give a shout out of appreciation and significance to Vegan Gains. Like, it's very good for the community. And one of my favourite recipes is for breakfast is I have lentil and oats. Oh, the lentil and no sugar. Oh, no sugar. No sugar. I have a little bit stevia, because the sugar cravings otherwise, like, but no sugar. I'm not doing all of mate. The sugar is really bad. I'm trying to give up sugar and doing what it says, eat sugar, and it's like, I get triggered, mate. But like, the Vegan Gains, mate, you're a top bloke. You're just a legend, mate. I know, doing like built your career and that, and you threw under the bus, and I would have too, because like, I live in my mum's basement, and it's tough down here. Like, we got girls like Durianrider, and it's just tough out here on our lentil and oat breakfast with the stevia. But we're soldiers, mate. We're gonna make it, bruds. We're gonna make it one day.